very good evening to you all and welcome to Tuesday's episode of Your Manchester.
Oh, and it is a very special episode because it's the episode where I take Belinda to meet my Bad Mums Club. Did you love it?
What is it all about for everybody that's never seen it?
Well, basically, it's a mums group that meets in Middleton and we are doing lots of them around the UK and it's to stop the mum guilt. So it's a night where you get a night off from the kids and you have lots of fun, guest speakers, and this time it was Bad Mums Club Bake Off and you were Pru.
I was there for a soggy bottom, I'll be honest. Speaking of soggy bottoms though, in our show today we've got our Titter, so I think we should wander over to sports corner.
What is he doing?
Exactly what's going on.
You know, he's been away for a few weeks and he comes back and we've got Titters Goes Gym. Are you all right?
I think so, yeah. Oh, I'm very funny.
You don't want to do yourself an injury, do you?
Not at my age, no.
No.
I've just got rid of the bad back. Sunbathing in the draft.
You've been sunbathing, you had a little holiday?
I did, yes. Went over to Portugal.
How did that go?
Fabulous.
Did you get inspired by any sports while you're over there?
Well, no.
What's the answer?
I saw a little bit of parascending, which was rather good, but I could look up.
And what are you talking about today then, Titters?
It's walking rugby.
Walking
rugby. It's originally set up for people of a certain age, like over 50s, but it's not exclusive for people over 50s. You can have it younger. It's a touch rugby.
Yeah.
And instead of running, in fact, you're not allowed to run. You must always have 1 foot flat on the floor at any one time. So you can walk as fast as you like.
So is there a lot of waddling going on? You know, like you see people kind of doing that?
It's harder than running.
It's harder than running?
It's harder than running.
What can be harder than running?
Walking at speed. Could you get a little bit competitive or...
I'm quite a fast walker, I might be good at this.
Now, I've got to say, though, right, so there's no running, you've got walking instead, all right? There is some contact, but do they get really brutal like they do sometimes on the field?
They've restricted it. It's got to be a two-touch.
Right.
It's touch rugby and it's got to be a two-handed touch so that you don't get any slapping hands and things like that. And simple game rules of rugby, like the ball's got to go backwards at all time, and after 6 tackles, you have to pass the ball over to the other side, a bit like rugby league.
I'm a big fan of tackles, mate.
But I can only say, the morning afterwards, it was worse than when I actually played rugby. I had to walk downstairs backwards. For me, it's mental and physical assistance.
And team sports as well, there is something about that, isn't it? Because you're making a connection, you're all working together, and you actually do find good friendships as well as getting healthy.
I like sports like that, though, where you meet people and it becomes a nice group.
I know. Apart from when I did netball, though, because they're a bit brutal when they do netball.
Well,
I had loads of people pushing me aside, and then I had to cut my nails. Can't have nails long when you've got netball.
That's because I was in the changing rooms, but I mean, that's another story altogether.
Yeah. So you're convinced then, because you look like you've really gone for it, because you've even got your name on your back.
Look at you with your name on your back and everything. That's outrageous. I'm glad you spelt it right.
It is, yes.
You're thinking about that, then.
So brilliant. What are we going to set you now?
Well, I'd like to go down and do a little bit of yoga.
I tell you what, it's hard stuff.
I
I've done
believe
that
it's
before.
hard stuff.
You'll be doing the downward dog in no time.
Right.
Okay. Well, on that note, downward dog.
It's a tart, it is.
It's a talk.
Is it time for a bit of cake?
It is time for a bit of cake. I am looking forward to no soggy bottoms.
I know, well, let's take a look at this. This is my Bad Mums Club Bake Off. It's so great to see you all here tonight, and I do know that we've got a table there of amazing boob creations, so give yourselves a round of applause. And it is for a brilliant cause. You've been baking a boob for a fabulous charity, and that's what tonight is all about. It's for Prevent Breast Cancer. The lovely ladies are over there. But we couldn't have tonight without our judges, could we? Would you like to meet our judges? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. All right, okay. Well, I want you to give a warm Bad Mums Club welcome to our very own Belinda Scandal. Who would Pru be without Paul? Paul Hollywood. We like him. He's got those dazzling eyes. He's super suave. He's a little bit sexy.
Yeah.
Welcome, Will McClurg. Come on. Are you happy with your Pru?
Oh, very happy. Yeah.
So tonight, these are the people that you are impressing with your boob cakes. Will you come and join us later on, because there's some serious tasting that has to be done right now. So if you want to make your way over to our tasting table, and we will see you a little bit later on, all right? Thank you so much.
Definitely not Slimming World here today. Yeah, go on.
We've got 5 of those up for grabs. They're going to be enjoying themselves, tasting your boobs over there.
Oh, it's chocolate.
So we've got chocolate.
That is crazy.
Okay, you're a breast care nurse. Now tell us a little bit about what that means.
Okay, so breast care nurse, so basically I support ladies and men throughout their breast cancer journey. So from when a patient is first diagnosed, I would be present at that diagnosis, and then I would be the main support network for patients throughout their whole journey. So from diagnosis to counselling them to maybe different types of surgery, the type of breast cancer that they've got, explaining that to them, supporting their families, supporting them emotionally, supporting them through their surgery, and then afterwards as well, so through potentially chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and basically just being the support network for them if they should need anything. I'm a huge advocate for screening and also to check your breast as well, so being breast aware. So I think it's really important to get to know your breasts, so to check them once a month, that's perfectly adequate. To look in the mirror and make sure that you get to know them, to get to know what they look like, because everyone's breasts are different. And then if something does occur when you look the next month, something doesn't look quite right, there's a slight change, then you know that that's different for you and your breasts. So I would definitely advise ladies and men out there to get to know their breasts and what they look like. I think also it's really important that they check their breasts, so once a month with a soapy hand in the shower, check all their breast tissue and up in their armpit as well on both sides, and once a month is perfectly fine for that. The other thing, as I just mentioned about screening, so it's so important to attend screening mammograms. I can't stress how important it is. So if that letter does drop on your doorstep, please attend. It takes sort of half an hour from your day, and we have very supportive mammographers who will support you through that when patients are actually having their mammograms done.
If you catch this early,
absolutely,
you know,
so
by putting it off,
we know the earlier that it's detected, the more we can do.
Yeah.
So it is so important to check your breast regularly and attend your screening. Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
And that's it for this evening, so thank you so much. Have we enjoyed it? Yeah. Thank you to my absolutely wonderful team, and they work tirelessly all the time, you know. What's that? Get Belinda up. Come on, Belinda, and say goodbye. Brilliant. All right, I'll leave you in the capable hands of Belinda. I don't know, they all want you, love.
Well, that's it for another week of shows here on Your Manchester. Where are we next week?
We are at the new Adelphi Theatre, which is at the University of Salford. Great building.
It's exciting.
Oh, it's
I am
so
looking forward to it.
exciting, yeah.
We're going to find out behind the scenes and exactly what goes on to make that such a wonderful place. I'm excited. So where can we find it?
Your Manchester.